The Cauldron of Curiosities.
Please excuse the background noise of the traffic. Welcome to the Cauldron of Curiosities. Today is going to be, or it's going to feel like a little bit of a rant. But I want you to think about something that I do on a regular basis. And I often find myself walking in the hedgerows, and I'll be walking along pathways and roads that are seldom used because Bumblebee likes to go for a walk. And I often find regular waste, rubbish, plastic rubbish that people drop, discard, or throw purposely on the ground. And I struggle to come to terms with the fact that there are so many people dumping their waste everywhere. We are in a country that has plenty of bins. We also have a refuse system where you can go to a place and take rubbish if you've got a vehicle. So why is it that people are dumping stuff? Now, some of the stuff that I have seen on the ground, that person is not going to go to the local refuse centre with it because these items are small. And I see these everywhere. I see them on the beach. They're here, next to my van door, tucked in amongst the thistles, and they're there ready to be blown into the waterways, and then they end up in the sea and they break down, and those plastic particles become part of who we are. But actually, I'm not that bothered about plastic becoming part of the human race at this point. I'm bothered about the fact that plastic's becoming part of nature because nature didn't ask for it. And who are we to dominate nature and place all this crap, this plastic crap, this waste, and ruin places and harm the lives of others, harm the lives of these sentient beings as they go about their life? We're constantly interfering with their lives at various levels. What I can see right now is filter tips. You know, those little plastic cylinders that hold filter tips? They are everywhere. Sometimes people are so careless, they don't even finish using all the filter tips. You'll find they've maybe used one or two. Yes, I do understand that filter tips are light. But you've just dumped a whole load of plastic out. And because they're small and light, they will blow around in the wind and they'll end up in the streams. They might accidentally get eaten by something. So think about this when you open your pockets to take things out. Could you maybe have a little bit more care? I am very conscious that these things do fall out of people's pockets. But how about on another foot? So you're walking along and you see the filter tip packet lying on the ground. Do you ever pick it up and pop it in the bin? Is it because you think to yourself, it's not my waste, I didn't put it there, I'm not picking it up? There is an element of not my problem, I'm not doing it because someone else will. Is there anyone else coming along picking up that rubbish in a timely manner so it doesn't end up either being absorbed and covered with dirt and then coming into the soil or blowing into our waterways? Can you guarantee that? What is it that would make you, and I'm talking to you, the person who's listening to this right now, what would make you pick up a little bit of rubbish? I'm not asking you to go out with a big black bag or a sack and a litter picker, but if you want to, do give it a go. You'll be surprised at how much waste you will find in places where there shouldn't be any. have a go at it. Maybe think about the future, not just your future, but the future of this planet. Pick up someone else's waste. And you never know, you might actually get into a habit of noticing when you drop waste and putting it into the waste bin correctly and not leaving it, not chucking it out of a window, not leaving your drink bottle lying on the side of the road or going, oh, it's okay, somebody else will pick it up. Actually, from what I'm seeing, other people are not coming along and picking it up. And the trees can't pick it up for you, and the butterflies can't, and the bees can't, but we expect them all to live alongside all this crap that we keep leaving around. So, what would make you engage and pick up litter? What needs to happen? Do you need to be that character, Stig of the dump, living in the dump and realising that much of this waste, there isn't much to do with it? Or do you need to have an amazing recycling system where you get paid for turning in your rubbish? Is that what the issue is? It's all about money and you're not interested in anything else bar being paid for doing those roles? Do you not feel there's part of your service to the planet, to the place that you were born, to pick up some of the litter? I would love to know what your thoughts are on this, because it is driving me up the wall. Today, I went for a walk with Bumble, and I have got some video footage of this, and I shared it on my TikTok account of where someone had dumped a whole load of waste. And looking at it, I would say it's a business owner who's done it, and they've dumped all of their drinks canisters, so they're like gas canisters. Does that need to be in the hedgerow? No, it doesn't. What are you dumping? What have you dumped? And what could you avoid dumping in the future? Have a look around you. Do we stop people? Actually, I don't want to get punched on the nose, so I don't tend to say to people, please don't dump your rubbish. And generally, the only time I really have a bit of a rant is when I see people who leave their poo bags in places. On the off chance, they might pick it up on the way back. And then I will be quite loud, and I might mention the fact that they're unlikely to pick it up on the way back, so please don't leave it there. But I beg of you, think of someone else and pick up a little bit of litter. Maybe carry some dog poo bags with you, because they're quite a good way of picking up litter in a local area, and you can get a small amount and pop it in the next bin. Take care of the planet, because the planet has been taking care of us all of our lives. Thank you. And I look forward to talking with you again. Please do comment and tell me your own thoughts about this, as I would love some interaction, and let me know what your thoughts are today. It's a beautiful day. Have a marvellous, magical day. Signing out.